Hello and welcome to today's video. Our life is becoming more and more dependent on software. Whether you are on your phone, laptop, car, or even using electric appliances, you are actually using somebody's code. That made me thinking, why was the first programming language invented? Are you curious too? If the answer is yes, please keep watching. In this video, we will primarily focus on the first programming language that was invented in early 1942. Plankalkul, by Konrad Zuse. Zuse was a brilliant engineer who struggled, earlier in his career, to finding his passion. Konrad was passionate. Between 1936 and 1937, he invented the Z1 machine in his parents' home. Back in these days, there were very limited hardware options for circuitry and computers. Konrad started working on creating his own. The Z1 was the first freely programmable computer in the world that used Boolean logic and binary floating point numbers, however, it was unreliable in operation. This computer was destroyed in the bombardment of Berlin in December 1943, during World War II, together with all construction plans. The Z1 contained almost all the parts of a modern computer, such as control unit, memory, floating point logic, and input-output devices. The Z1 was freely programmable via punch tape and a punch tape reader. The Z2 was an electromechanical and relay-based computer that was completed by Konrad Zuse in 1940. It was an improvement on the Z1 Zuse built in his parents' house. The Z2 could read 64 words from punch cards. Similar to Z1, photographs and plans for the Z2 were destroyed by the Allied bombing during World War II. The next version Z3 was completed in 1941. It is considered the world's first working programmable, fully automatic digital computer. The Z3 was built with 2,600 relays, implementing a 22-bit word length that operated at a clock frequency of about 5 to 10 Hz. Zuse asked the German government for funding to replace the relays with fully electronic switches, but funding was denied during World War II since such development was deemed not war important. Thanks to this machine and its predecessors, Konrad Zuse has often been suggested as the inventor of the computer. The Z3 floating point arithmetic was improved over that of the Z1 in that it implemented exception handling using just a few relays. The exceptional values such as plus infinity, minus infinity, and undefined could be generated in pass-through operations. The Z3 stored its program on an external tape, thus no rewiring was necessary to change programs. The Z4 was very similar to the Z3 in its design but was significantly enhanced in a number of respects. The memory consisted of 32-bit rather than 22-bit floating point words. By the use of symbolic operations and memory cells, programming and correcting programs for the machine were much easier. Numbers were entered and output as decimal floating points even though the internal working was in binary. Zuse completed his work entirely independently of other leading computer scientists and mathematicians of his day. Between 1936 and 1945, he was in near total intellectual isolation. While working on his Z4 computer, Zuse realized that programming in machine code was too complicated. So he started working on a PhD thesis containing groundbreaking research years ahead of its time. Mainly the first high-level programming language, Plankalkul. Unable to do any hardware development after the World War II, he continued working on the Plankalkul, eventually publishing some brief excerpts of his thesis in 1948 and 1959. The work in its entirety, however, remained unpublished until 1972. While Zuse never became a member of the Nazi Party, he is not known to have expressed any doubts or qualms about working for the Nazi war effort. Much later, he suggested that in modern times, the best scientists and engineers usually have to choose between either doing their work for more or less questionable business and military interests in a Faustian bargain, or not pursuing their line of work at all. After Zuse retired, he focused on his hobby of painting. Zuse died on December 18, 1995 in Hohenfeld from heart failure. The Zuse Institute in Berlin is named in his honor. The Deutsches Technikmuseum in Berlin has an exhibition devoted to Zuse, displaying 12 of his machines, including a replica of the Z1 and several of Zuse's paintings. If you enjoyed today's video, please click the thumbs up button and also click subscribe to get our latest updates. Thank you and see you in the next video.